to be a Daniel, dare to stand alone, dare to have a purpose firm, dare to make it known.
Hi, JA Kids!
My name is Martessa.
And my name is Kristen.
We have made it to the last episode of our 12 steps for kids that could keep us from ever having to use alcohol or drugs.
Wow, we are so close to the end.
Yes, and today we will be reviewing steps 7 to 12 as we finish up our imaginary Christmas story about Stephen the shepherd.
Remember last time? Stephen made a bad choice by disobeying his parents and leaving the sheep.
But Jesus helped Stephen make a good choice by coming back to the sheep.
Stephen also listened to his grandma's advice. She suggested that Stephen should ask for Jesus' help.
Stephen decided to listen to his grandma and pray.
Dear God, I was wrong to leave the sheep alone and disobey my parents. Now I am asking for Jesus' help in making better choices. Amen.
That sounds like step 7. Repeat after me. I will humbly ask for Jesus' help in making better choices.
I will humbly ask for Jesus' help in making better choices.
Stephen opened his eyes and smiled. It felt good to pray.
The sun was setting in the west, streaking pink and gold across the sky.
In the distance, Stephen noticed his dad and older brother Aaron counting sheep as they led them into the sheep pen.
As the last sheep trotted in for the night, his dad and brother looked confused.
Stephen, don't we have 30 sheep? Asked Aaron.
Yeah, why? Stephen replied.
Because we counted only 29 tonight.
Oh dear, thought Stephen. I wondered if I missed one. Count again, Stephen cried out, running toward them to see for himself.
Sure enough, after counting 3 times, the number still came out to 29.
It was quickly growing dark.
Stephen, weren't you watching the sheep today? His dad asked.
Yes, Stephen answered, embarrassed. I might have left the sheep for a few minutes.
Stephen's dad looked disappointed, but he said nothing more. Grabbing a torch to light the way, he headed out to find the lost sheep. Stephen and Aaron followed close behind.
Many hours later, the tired trio returned with a bleeding lamb.
Stephen's mom ran out to meet them. She cleaned and bandaged the lamb's wounds.
The poor lamb had gotten stuck in a thorn bush.
Everyone was exhausted. It was past midnight when they crawled into bed for a short night's rest.
In the morning, Stephen got up early and took a walk to his favorite spot beside a bubbling creek.
Kneeling down on a flat patch of ground, Stephen began to trace words in the dirt with his fingers.
He knew that his bad choice to leave the sheep had hurt many people.
So, Stephen drew a list on the ground of people he had hurt.
Hey, that sounds like step 8.
Repeat after me. I will make a list of those I have hurt by my bad choices. I will make a list of those I have hurt by my bad choices.
Stephen thought hard as he added name after name to his list.
Mom, she stayed up late to care for the injured lamb.
Dad and Aaron, they had both searched long hours for the lamb.
And of course, Stephen's choice hurt the little lamb too.
After making his list, Stephen thought about what to do next. How can I make things right with my family?
Then Stephen remembered what step 9 says.
Repeat after me. With Jesus' help, I will make things right with those I have hurt.
With Jesus' help, I will make things right with those I have hurt. Jesus helped Stephen apologize to his mom, dad, and brother.
Stephen was able to clean for his mom,
repair a fence for his dad,
and do chores for Aaron.
Ah, it felt so good to make things right.
The next day, Grandma joined Stephen in the field.
She always had a calm smile on her face and looked wise.
Grandma watched Stephen for a few minutes before speaking.
At last, she asked Stephen what he would do in the future when he hurt people.
I will quickly say I'm sorry.
Wow, Stephen followed step 10. When I hurt people in the future, I will quickly say I'm sorry.
When I hurt people in the future, I will quickly say I'm sorry. He sure did. But how is Stephen going to keep following these steps so he won't keep hurting others all the time?
Maybe Grandma has an answer.
Listen to your parents when they read the Bible scrolls. Pray and learn more about Jesus so you can become like him.
Grandma was telling Stephen to follow step 11.
I will keep praying and learning about Jesus so I can become like him.
I will keep praying and learning about Jesus so I can become like him. Only one more step to go, kids.
That evening, a neighbor ran to their tent with some important news.
A pack of wolves just moved into the area. Make sure your sheep are safe.
With that, the man ran off to warn others.
Stephen and his family prepared for a long night. They would stay up all night to protect the sheep.
Together, they stood guard over the sheep in the starlight.
Stephen noticed one star shining brighter than all the rest.
It seemed to go brighter and brighter the longer he looked at it.
Before long, Stephen and his family covered their eyes from the brightness.
Even though it was midnight, it looked like midday.
Suddenly, a voice rang out in the cool night air. "Fear not, I bring you good news of great joy for all people."
It was an angel of God speaking. Stephen could hardly believe his ears.
The angel shared a special message with the shepherds, inviting them to worship the newborn baby king, Jesus.
Stephen obeyed the angels and ran to Bethlehem to find Jesus lying in a manger.
The same Jesus who helps us every day came to this dark world as a baby long ago, not because anyone forced him to, but because he loves us so much.
Jesus gave up heaven to live with us. He knows what you are going through right now. He lived on this earth too.